All right, enough United. How about some quick hits instead?
Let's go, Gab.
Vinicius bags a late goal on the break, and Real Madrid overcomes Sevilla 2-1 to go 4 points clear at the top of La Liga. Jules, considering Bono, of all people, could have equalized if he didn't have elephant feet, this was a close shave for our boy Carletto.
It was a close shave. You could even say that Sevilla were the better team for most of it.
Lopetegui thought so.
Lopetegui thought so for sure. And the defeat is a bit harsh on them. And certainly when you watch the game, you agree. Great goal by Vinicius, amazing. The first touch, the way he turns, the finish, of course. And that's the kind of level that he's reaching this season. But I felt a bit for Sevilla. Watching, I was like, oh man. And then this last sort of Bono goes up, and then the last free kick, and Courtois with a really good save. And all of that. It could have been different, but this is the kind of wins that you win and then you get champions.
Look, Real Madrid had 2 good games in a row, and we praised it. Look, it's all coming together. Then this game comes. Lopetegui's really, really smart. He's really tactical. Sevilla played really, really well for a long time. Real Madrid have the superstars who lift you doing special things. Vinicius had done very little in that game.
True.
Then he scores that goal. Courtois made his stellar saves, which Courtois makes. That last one I thought was tremendous, and poor Bruno, he's up. Bruno, by the way, gifted them the Benzema goal. We agree on that, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
Not a good game for him. He could have redeemed himself.
Yeah, big time.
And he's moving his body, and his
slow,
feet get stuck in. I didn't look like they got stuck in the ground. Harsh.
It was harsh. Napoli destroyed Lazio 4-0 on the night. They paid tribute to Diego Armando Maradona. Gab, this was one DM10 channeling the other DM10.
Well, I'm talking about Dries Mertens, of course, was number 14, but he scored in the 10th minute. His initials are DM. This was the night of the tribute. I mean, it was goosebumps before kickoff.
It really was.
They played the statue outside where he's barefoot. And did you like? You're the shirt guy. Do you like the shirts?
I love the shirt. Yeah, I'm hoping to be wearing it soon here.
I think very soon you'll see Jules in that.
Today I kept,
you're still paying your tribute today.
Of course.
They were phenomenal. And what was important, no Victor Osimhen, Dries Mertens up front, and he gets the job done. Yeah. Look, Dries Mertens is 34. He's not going to be a consistent goal scorer all season long. They don't need him to be. They just need him to keep things ticking over, him and Petagna, while Osimhen's out. Yeah. And it looks like 2 months between the injury and the Cup of Nations. And then he'll be back, and everything will be fine. Atalanta beat Juventus, and the Bianconeri are now 6th, 6 points worse than they were last season under Andrea Pirlo. Jules, maybe Pirlo wasn't the root of all problems.
maybe not. I mean, the last time I think Atalanta won in Turin was like Caniggia scored the
1989, Claudio Paul Caniggia.
Exactly, but this is what happens. 7 games at home this season in Serie A, 3 wins, 3 defeats for Juve, 1 draw. I mean, come on. This is crazy. They can't even score at home. I think it's 7 goals in 7 games. I didn't think they were terrible once Zapata scored, which, by the way, was Atalanta's only shot on target. But I don't think there was enough there. I don't think Allegri knows what to do when they go behind. I don't think he knows what to do to create more chances, to make them play better. You can bring all the players you want, Bernardeschi, Moise Kean, all of that. You lose Chiesa on injury, Dybala hit the top of the bar at the end, but it was just not enough. It was so disappointing.
And now no Chiesa.
I'm really worried for them, really, as in like to finish 8th or something. I know you don't care, and I know a lot of people don't have any sympathy, which I don't have either, to be fair.
But you're worried for them.
But because I watch them and I'm like, oh my God, But this is a top club.
Paris Saint-Germain come from behind again to beat Saint-Etienne 3-1 as Lionel Messi gets a hat trick of assists and Sergio Ramos makes his debut. But Jules, everyone is holding their breath over Neymar's twisted ankle.
That's true. That looked bad, Gab. 6 weeks minimum, maybe more, 8 weeks, maybe even more.
When's his sister's birthday?
He was crying. You see, you're making fun of someone who was in pain crying. It was a tough game in Saint-Etienne under the snow as well. Not as much as what we saw in England, but still. And they went behind. Sergio Ramos was really good, not just for his debut, but for his first start, playing the whole game, for the first game since early May. And Leo with not a really good game, but 3 assists. Di Maria coming big again. But already everybody's talking about Neymar and what that will do without him in that team. Maybe
play Di Maria. It's not, what's the issue?
Yeah, but
or Icardi.
Yeah, but do you change something? Maybe do you take that opportunity to change the system? Do you go 3 at the back? I don't know, anything. So it'll be interesting to see, and especially if Ramos can play again in midweek, for example, or does he need to see a little bit how physically he responds, fitness-wise, to the 90 minutes.
I'd wrap Ramos up and just use him for big games.
It was so good, so leadership. It was like, yeah. Xavi wins his first away game as Barcelona boss as they beat Unai Emery Villarreal 3-1. Were you impressed?
No.
Something tells me that you were not.
No. I wasn't.
They won.
I wasn't impressed because, I mean, I appreciate he's got all the alibis, and rightly so, because of all the injuries, and Serginho Dest was on the bench, and there's no Ansu Fati and whatever else, and no Pedri, obviously.
Yeah.
But Villarreal had 2 stonewall penalties. Memphis Depay didn't have a good game. Really only saw him when he scored at the end. And that game was completely trending in the other direction. It looked like Villarreal was going to score another goal. Coutinho adding another one from the spot, obviously, in injury time. But 2 obvious ones. Piqué's handball and the other one on Eric Garcia and Raúl Albiol. He played Eric Garcia at right back. I've never seen somebody look more out of place.
Yeah, completely.
I love Xavi. He's going to sort it out. But like he said, other than 3 points, I don't think there's any positives to take from this game.
Milan are beaten at home by Sassuolo 3-1, second defeat in a row. Gab, we praise them for the win against Atletico Madrid, as I was saying, in the league. But now they're sliding backwards now in Serie A after that second defeat in a row.
It's 2 defeats in a row in Serie A, 7 goals conceded. People are saying, well, the defense is better when Tomori's in there.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
In
the end, Sassuolo played really well. They're a really good team.
It was a great game.
And in the end, you know what? They're beaten by Scamacca scoring an Ibrahimovic-type worldie. Yeah. They're beating the other one where the ball, where Magnan saves it, and then it comes out, the ball's going out and it bounces off Kier and goes back into the net. And then the third one is they're down to 10 men. I don't think the sky is falling. I really don't.
Erling Haaland scores on his return, and Borussia Dortmund beats Wolfsburg 3-1 to stay within the points of Bayern, as we mentioned earlier, ahead of the big clash. Gab, how are they looking?
Okay, so as ever with Dortmund, there's positives and negatives.
Very much so.
The positive, Erling Haaland is back. He comes off the bench, scores a goal within 9 minutes to make it 3-1. Other positive, your boy Daniel Malen scoring again. Turning into a goal machine.
Thank you. Is he like 4 games in a row now? You see?
Yeah. What really impressed me too is, coming after the humiliation in the Champions League, and then they go goal down against Wolfsburg. And then I'm thinking to myself, all right. This is Wout Weghorst scores, and I'm like, all right, this is going to get really ugly really quickly. They're going to lose the marbles. They didn't. They showed character. They created chances. They got back into it. The negatives. First of all, this Wolfsburg thing. Let's not forget Wolfsburg also having a nightmare elsewhere, and the wheels coming off there. Defensively, still a mess, whether it's Nico Schultz or whatever. They need Guerrero back. They need Guerrero in there. At least he can hold the ball a little bit. Defensively, again, all over the place, not just on the first goal. They could have conceded more goals. Kobol's becoming like one of their most important players, which I never thought I would have said. So there's a ton to work on. Again, I'm still suspending judgment on Marco Rosa until the injured guys are back. And look, the good news is you're 1 point off the top. You could be top this time next week. That's special.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.